Well, it's been nearly a year since a No Views, but I'm not going to let a Halloween season go by without doing some horror shorts that no one's seen before.
I'm actually really excited about this.
This Halloween, I want to just rock through a ton of them.
Let's do it.
Sometimes we do 2 or 3. I want to do just a bunch.
I'm with you.
You selected what we're about to watch.
I did. Search on Vimeo, under 3 minutes, keep it nice and short and quick. Views under about 100. And I did a quick scan through just to make sure it wasn't total and complete garbage.
Whenever I go on Vimeo and try to do this exercise, I run into a lot of trailers.
There were tons of trailers. I did not include any trailers.
Got it. Well, let's take a look at Stranded, which was uploaded a year ago and has a runtime of 2 minutes.
Yep.
Directed by Joe John Walker.
And it currently has 54 views.
And they shot it on the Sony FS7.
I'm not familiar with that. And a DJI Inspire 2, which is a drone.
A lot of these Vimeo descriptions, they like to describe what equipment they use.
Yes, that's a real thing.
I've never done that.
Ooh. Stranded.
Drone shot?
Yep, definitely a drone shot.
A nicely composed drones.
This looks very like Party of 4 right there.
John's referring to a short film we made when I was 15.
It was all cars just approaching and exiting.
I don't understand. Why? Why him? Why not me?
That's an opposite hand drive car than what we're used to.
Oh, so is this
Foreign. It's a foreign film.
best international no views?
Oh, it's busy.
I'm not getting a ton of charisma from our main character.
I'm not getting much of anything from... Wait a minute. He got a busy signal, so he's coming outside and holding out the phone? Doesn't make any sense logistically.
That sound effect, that screechy sound effect, sounds like the kind of thing I would use satirically in a Box Mac Halloween.
Yes, indeed.
I do like the lighting right there, actually.
In this shot?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too.
They have a pretty good kind of outdoor forest location here.
Yeah, it's got visual interest.
Definitely the narrative is not pulling me in.
No.
I'm not like
It's like...
being taken shot by shot. All right, so we went outside and nothing was there, and we went back out of our car.
Yep. But where's the shocking moment? It's going to happen any second now. That's the
Right.
formula, right? In something this short. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm not like
Silent. It's a choice, isn't it?
yeah, it feels a little I mean, it's a little more original than going yeah with a big screech sound. And that's
Sure.
it.
Okay.
You get choked.
A very simple idea.
Was there a strong narrative? Did it create a compelling world? How well was this story told?
Not super well, to be honest.
It's not as though I knew where he was going.
Yeah.
And why he would have gotten killed. No originality and no characters whatsoever.
No.
So,
You can't really in a 2-minute film. I mean, you
sure you can. I think you can be very original and you can set up a really compelling character in 2 minutes.
Yes.
As far as the story you can tell, I think you're limited to maybe a punchline.
Yeah.
Well, that was a really bad movie.
Yeah, it wasn't good. But it did have that nice drone shot that really lifted the production value.
This next one's called 27-Horror Short Film, and they tell us where their music is from. Royalty free. Oh my God. They have a song called Supernatural Haunting by Kevin MacLeod.
Yep.
I think I've used that same royalty free in Box Mac Halloweens. Let's see if we can
Really?
recognize it.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, totally. I think I used it at the beginning of the second one.
27.
By Bjork.
1, 2. All right, door opening.
Bad lighting.
Man enters.
Soft focus, bad lighting. A little bit more visually interesting.
Little. I mean, it's not much.
I want to know when that Kevin MacLeod music rolls in. I think we might already have it.
We're already rolling it. It's already in. Oh, look, it's 27. I'm sure we're going to be focused here for a bit.
Credits. Got where we need to go.
Yeah. All right. It's opening. Visually aesthetic door 27.
Also, not the most charismatic person in the world.
No.
I would describe him as Guy.
Okay, so room 27 has a bunch of junk in it. Got it.
This shot should do something.
They should focus, maybe?
Yeah, instead they wanted him to walk in. Whoa, medium to a medium. Amateurs.
Don't medium to medium. You hear a rapping upon the door. Yeah. Oh. suspicious. 27.
That's a very, like, rule of thirds breaking. Why are we cutting close to close?
Yeah, the editing on this is a real mess. All right.
That's gonna be it, right?
That's really it.
It really might as well have, like, gotten to the locker and then credits, like I joked.
Yes.
No story, no characters, no originality.
He's still banging on the door.
He's still banging on the door.
Yes.
Not gonna make it to the horror fest.
No. Okay.
All right, this next one's called Myself and I, with a pretty cute thumbnail.
I like the thumbnail.
A knife going into a potato.
Yes, with a high reflective surface.
This has 39 views. My first ever short film. Made this for Peter McKinnon's 72-hour short film challenge using my entry-level DSLR and iPhone. Constructive criticism is welcome. Okay. Well, what are we here for if not?
If not deconstructive criticism.
That's somebody that's being vulnerable. I say we'd be nice to this next person. Look, you already have a pretty nice shot.
I like the shot. Yep. Okay.
It's very in vogue, right? A sans serif font that like kind of just cuts in.
Yeah.
Do you think that's ever going to go out of style, out of fashion?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We'll find something new. We'll go back to serifs.
So one suggestion is, well, you should center her up a little bit, and also
You didn't need to block her face.
Yeah,
with
don't
the
obstruct
remote.
her face with the remote.
It's not that important to show that you're turning off the TV.
I'm sure it was nothing. But when I woke up,
I kind of like this.
Yeah, for a front lit shot.
Absolutely positive I turned it on.
Yeah, your framing.
Framing.
Yeah, I'm sure I just turned it on when I was half asleep or something.
Just a little wider, a little down.
God, I'm so sick of living alone.
Again, it's not centered when it seems like it should have been.
The person who shot it knows something about shooting,
Yeah.
but then has shots like this
Yeah, this shot
that are
doesn't
just
make any
entirely
sense.
incompetent.
Yeah, yeah. It needed to be, you know.
But also, like,
reframed.
you could maybe light it a little
Yeah, it's something kind of compelling.
instead of just like video noise.
I thought you were going to be nice.
Look.
It's auditorially annoying.
Right. High flow sync.
Yes, reasonably high flow. Looking at herself in the mirror.
I mean, I guess the headroom there is a little bit more.
There was a little something.
What is going on? I just want to point out John's cat is in this room, and it's very rare.
It is very rare. Okay. Huh.
Yeah.
So it was just her all along?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Saw the monster in my mirror when I woke up today. They should have called it Wubba Wubba.
Well, I can't say I loved it.
No.
Sorry.
It had a very strange mix of competent and incompetent cinematography.
Yes.
Even if you have a movie that's not shot the best, you have to have some kind of hook that makes me interested in what I'm watching. Something that makes me wonder what's going to happen next. Instead, I'm just watching a series of shots.
Yeah, there was just not enough compelling stuff there.
I mean, it was no 27.
No, it was definitely a step up from 27.
Well, the next one's called SOLA. This has 125 views. A year after the passing of her late fiancé, Sophie returns to the place where they spent their last months together, only to find that she's not alone. Directed by Sam Diaz.
Okay.
Interesting looking poster thumbnail shot.
Very, like, horror-y, to be honest.
Yeah, like highly.
Wow, nice, babe.
I know, right?
The stylistic phone footage.
What? What is it?
Can't tell you. It's a surprise.
Come on, babe, tell me.
Surprise.
Trust me, you're gonna love it.
Fine.
A whole new world. Oh,
SOLA. 1 year later.
Hey, Jess.
Hey, where are you? Everyone here at the party keeps asking for you.
Yeah, I'm not going.
What? Are you
This is odd.
What
I know, I'm trying to like just make sense of it.
Yeah.
I just want to be alone right now.
Is this about Sean again?
There's like too many like things.
Yeah, name one. The audio, first of all.
The audio, she's talking into a tablet. Like, we're panning around her kind of nonsensically. These
Yeah.
candles that are like a huge focus. The way the camera kind of moves slowly around her.
The color temperature, like in silhouetting.
Yeah, it's like very 70s kind of vintage color.
The fact that her acting is horrible.
Yeah, it's just all there.
It all comes
at
together
once.
to be odd.
Yes, it's like, I don't
Like,
know. what to
present to me like an alternate reality.
do. Yeah. Oh.
The hell?
Who tripped?
Yeah. Keep rolling. Why is it fast motion? It was fast motion just there.
Was it?
Yes. Wait a minute. What's going on?
I didn't even see any threat.
No, just suddenly it was a generic horror movie.
Yeah, instantly. Like, I hope you wanted horror, because now you have horror. It's too dark to see anything. There's just stuff and things. Oh, okay, something
That was
happened.
a little impactful, actually.
Yeah.
The way it sort of destabilized.
Yeah. I kind of like that transition from the window over to this shot. And then a cut back, yeah.
Put all their money in this.
Creature, some kind.
I just don't understand, like, how we got here.
Yeah.
Boyfriend says, like, it's a surprise, come on in. And then a year passes, and then she talks into a tablet in front of apples, and then it's a generic horror movie.
Yes, suddenly. With I mean, that was kind of neat with the...
Yeah.
you know, this is all kind of...
This feels like what it's trying to say is, I can work on your horror movie, Hollywood. I could, like, help you.
Yes.
Maybe like a January release. Okay.
Oh, it's I get it.
Sean?
Now we're relating back.
Yeah, it's me. I'm Sean.
I'm gonna touch the thing and
I got the fake shakes.
yeah, get the fake shakes. Oh, the door's gone. Just like that.
Sean turned into like a growly beast,
There.
and then bit her head off.
All right. Well, getting into horror mode was kind of a mess, but once we were in horror mode, it was actually not that bad.
I mean, there's nothing there really,
No.
but it was.
There was some visually interesting kind of like horror motifs.
I still think it didn't deliver anything more than like 27 did.
No, not really.
I feel like we just watched 4 short films that were all like something scary happens.
Yes. I fear we're going to be on this trend for a while.
The next movie that you've chosen is called Far.
Fa might be a foreign language film.
81 views. A quiet autumn day in the woods turned sinister. A short horror film by Tobias Envoltsen and Freya Envoltsen. Translation: Far equals father or dad.
Oh, I thought it just meant far. As
Me
in
too.
Far away.
Or maybe it's a double entendre.
Midlife crisis films. Got it.
My favorite production company.
You know you're going to get something good with midlife crisis films.
Fa?
All right. The task is collecting pine cones. I have actually done this before.
Have you?
Yeah.
These are nice shots.
They are. Nice location. Oh, Fa's gone.
Fa?
Fa.
Mi fa fa la ti ti.
Yes, I like this. I like the shots.
I have to say that because like when you shoot in a forest, you're really leaving yourself up to the elements
Yeah.
for how the lighting falls. And this is actually really balanced. And like where there is light, it's exactly where you would want it to be placed.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive. At least a couple of those wides, anyway.
I also like the use of the different lens distancing to
Barbecue chicken.
yeah, barbecue chicken. To like make the background
Yeah.
either more or less in focus.
That's the
Changing up the lensing.
that's what you do with filmmaking.
I like that shot of her too, up close.
When we say like, hey, don't cut from a close to a close or whatever, what I'm really trying to say is like communicate distance
Yeah.
between characters because that's all part of the story.
Some nice steady shots there. I'm not sure how I feel
Yeah.
about that sky shot, but it's okay.
Right? It's weird.
It kind of like broke it a little bit for me.
Trashed up the place.
Uh-oh. He's bleeding from his eyelashes? I mean, I guess it could happen.
Somebody cut me right on the eyelash. Or eyebrow, I think you mean.
Eyebrow, yeah. What happened to this poor man? What happened to Fa?
He got clubbed with a sack of barbecue chicken.
Jeez, that's rough.
Is Far going to be the only
Word in the presentation? I can understand that.
presentation? Well, if you want it to play in international markets.
Sure.
All you have to do is explain it in the description.
Yeah.
See, like, look at that light.
That's interesting. You know, he's kind of coming out of a dazed state. I can believe it. But she's not going to be there.
Okay, I don't like that he's, like, leaving focus and, like, his headroom was getting all wrong.
Yeah.
It's weird, man. For some reason, like, a lot of these movies can achieve a few great shots and then they kind of, like, can't.
Yeah, they lose it.
Maintain
They
the
can't keep
consistency.
together. You know, you can't convince me that a young girl with a stick is going to beat that man.
Ow. Ow.
No,
I know, if like Gloria came at me with a stick.
Yeah, it's like, Gloria, cut it out.
She does that.
Daughter and Far.
Yeah, the next movie is called Daughter.
Daughter.
And then the next one's called Manuscript. The best one so far.
There was a lot of nice cinematography work in that. However, the story, I think that the previous one we watched was a little better.
You can scare me in 2 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
But none have tried. They've all just been like sort of like caricatures of horror movies.
Exactly.
Lone Hour is our next film today.
Yep.
This is from 2018.
Yep.
They proudly display that in the thumbnail. This is a UK film. I like when we encounter a UK
Oh,
film.
yes.
All right, that's me done.
That's me done.
That's me done. That's an unusual turn of phrase.
You coming?
Acting.
Probably gonna be for a while, man.
All right, I'll see you tomorrow.
It's an acting challenge.
It's a dialogue writing challenge.
Imagine everybody getting together and shooting this movie.
I must have had a fun day.
Do you think anybody didn't show up? Like a couple people didn't show up.
Yeah, so they had to use the whole family. Oh, wow, smoking in a movie. What is this, the 50s? All right, so the premise of this film is that there's a problem with the lighter.
Yeah.
He's not going to get to have his smoke after all.
I'm unimpressed generally by the cinematography. It's not blatantly incompetent, but it's like C+.
Yeah.
All of these are like if an alien analyzed a few like very famous horror movies.
Yes, and like and
I'll do
generated one.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all AI generated.
Yes. I would be more impressed if that was the case. Yeah, this is all very
Derivative?
Yeah. The same idea. Over and over and over.
You okay then?
Like I'll go to the movies with Nina. We'll see a horror movie or something.
Yeah.
And even like the lame ones that come out in January, like she kind of like leaps the whole time. Like she's scared of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think this would make anybody shake.
No. I actually don't like horror as a genre. I don't like jump scares or anything. And none of these are like making me in the slightest bit nervous.
Oh, you don't like the effect of a jump scare? You
Yeah,
don't like actually,
I don't like being jump scared.
why not?
I don't care for the experience.
That's like saying like I don't like to laugh when a movie is funny.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't like being scared. I like laughing, but I don't like it.
Yeah.
And I don't care for his acting either. Oh.
He's expressing too much.
Well, it was a lonely hour, all right.
Did they use like Lord of the Rings font?
Very much so.
Jesus, this is a horrible year. What did you do?
Oh, I just searched for horror and picked short films.
We stopped with our rubric like 20 minutes ago. None of them have character, story, or interests of any kind. But look, with 6 films to go, I'm really crossing my fingers for something good. Show me something new and good.
All right.
So this next one is called Inside.
Inside.
Just when you thought it was safe to go back into bed.
20 views on this, baby. Very clock-like. Okay.
Yes. They got like an underwear model to be their main character.
Looks like it.
Or maybe an aspiring underwear model, maybe not quite.
The kind you could get for a short film.
Focus, please. Oh no, that's me in bed.
You know, is it too much to ask for basic clock continuity? Like, the clocks are all over the place. The phone said 2:58.
Yeah.
What is inspired? I missed what inspired him to, like, be all freaked out.
Like, non-diegetic sounds.
Yes. Oh, is that it? I mean, I'd be pretty freaked out if I heard that.
Dog.
Oh, it's a doggo.
Nice dog.
Quality doggo.
Also an underwear model.
The dog's an underwear model?
Well, they're like of equal attractiveness, in my opinion.
The dog and the man?
Yeah.
That is a good-looking dog.
This is a little funny.
It's a little funny.
Like the dog has been like effing with him. that was the most effective thing we've seen today. That really turned me around there. It's obviously some kind of dumb exercise, but it was funny. He was probably inspired by like, man, my dog's always watching me whenever I'm in bed.
It's true.
The next one up is called The Attic.
The Attic.
Reliving childhood memories isn't always a good thing. In this first published short from New Heights Creations, Connor Farrell is the actor and director.
33 views.
Your father and I have gone out, feed the dog, and clean your room, XXX. Do you mean XOXO? Because if you do XXX, it sounds like porn.
Yeah, a little bit. Making toast? All right.
Yeah, pretty gross toaster, might I add.
Yeah, could you just dust it off a little? Or is that like part of the film? What are we looking at?
I feel like shots like that should be stabilized. They shouldn't be like I know that it's tempting to do those handheld because getting anything to stabilize the camera that low is difficult.
But just don't do it. Put it on a little tripod. A little bitty one. I'm a little annoyed by the shot choice. Not this one, but the one before. But that pull over the top of the box didn't make a lot of sense. He's found a book that, you know, evokes horror.
My God.
It's pen scribbles.
There sure are a lot of movies of like just like people walking around. Existing.
Doing life.
Like, what is this shot? What are you showing me?
He's showing...
You're showing me like the middle of a room.
Incorrectly set up ladder.
Incorrectly?
Yeah.
Don't you just open the ladder and climb up it?
Why don't you just throw this stuff out? You're never going to use that stuff.
John's not watching the movie. He's talking to himself.
Framing.
Yeah. Yeah. This is a bad one. Right? Like, just piece of advice. Like, if the camera's moving, maybe ask yourself why it's moving. Let me tell you something about that movie. The whole point of it was somebody had the idea of like, wouldn't it be funny if a monster like grabbed me through this hole?
Yeah. That's right.
And they were like, let's just do a whole movie that gets us to that moment.
Yep.
So it's not a real movie. It's
an idea.
It's a front.
Front.
It's a front for that special effect.
They took our time for a front.
The next one up is called Stalked.
Stalked.
The description is a very short horror film.
Okay.
It's not that short compared to what we've been watching. It's almost 4 minutes.
Okay. Oh, very noisy to start with.
Hello. No one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hey Kat, I'm so excited you're finally coming out with us tonight to celebrate. Jake cannot touch you now, and if he comes anywhere near you, just whip out that restraining order. We're all meeting up at Fieldhouse, so let me know if you need anything. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Can I say, like, factoring in just a little bit of dialogue just to get me started is very helpful.
Yeah.
I'm not saying always do that. I'm just saying, like, that. You know how we've been saying, like, this never pulled me in?
Yes.
That pulled me in.
It
just a little
communicated
bit.
an idea and kind of brought you in. You know, she's got a restraining order, like, against someone.
There's already
she's trying to recover from this situation. She's a little nervous.
Exactly. There's already stakes.
Yeah.
And they did it in 20
in
seconds?
20 seconds, and which you have to do in a super short film. Got the mace there.
Remembering the concept that anything that's large and closed up in a movie should have some kind of significance.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of like stylistic close-ups that are just kind of there to like bridge action.
To bridge shot, bridge action, yeah.
So the camera has some kind of stabilization.
Yeah, it looks like it's stabilized in software afterwards, which is not the best.
That close-up shot was, but I think the tracking one of her walking was in lens.
Yeah, that was very tripod-y right there.
I'm getting me out at.
Oh dear. Shouldn't pick up, hopefully.
So what's going on now?
The phone's ringing, I guess?
But like what phone? Oh, that phone. I didn't know if it was diegetic or what.
I don't get it. Frankly, I don't get it.
Well, plus is like, I'm not in suspense about it, you know?
No.
They're trying to do some sound design. I appreciate the effort.
Sure. I mean, I just put myself in this scenario. If I saw that phone, I would have just,
kept walking.
Kept walking. It's not my business.
I wouldn't like wander around it tentatively.
Yeah.
And also, like, shouldn't we have had some kind of payoff when she picked up the phone? Instead, like, the same sound design continued.
Yeah. And now she's very upset, clearly, running very fast.
This is software stabilized.
Yeah.
I would have just let it be unstable.
Sure. She's very upset, though. The audience doesn't know why.
They're shooting kind of visceral stuff in public. It's, I like that.
Yeah.
I like getting out in public a bit. If I have to see one more freaking apartment movie.
Yeah, at least it's a little more visually interesting. But unfortunately, I'm just so lost on what's going on, you know?
Yeah, maybe they'll pay it off. But each idea has to connect to the last and suck me in and not make me what the
We're still here. Have you left yet? Hey, we're getting ready to leave the bar.
You didn't pay it off.
Let me know you're okay.
Yeah, what happened to her? She ran away from a phone?
Doesn't make any sense.
How do you feel about the horror trope of basically explaining the payoff in the credits with sound?
I'm especially disappointed in that film. You just abandoned your whole thing and spent 30 seconds on a phone.
This next one's called INCIN, INCIN, and this is by Can and Camden Selman.
Oh dear. Book reading.
I have a bad feeling about this one.
Because of the shot?
Yeah.
It's a bit of a location.
I think he's got kind of an interesting look.
He does. I also somewhat dig the lighting.
Yeah. I'm just worried about where it's going to go. Like, it's going to be bad versions of it. Why is that not stabilized? It's okay that that one's not stabilized.
Move it along.
Sorry, everybody. Looks like a comfy couch.
Reasonably. I mean, it doesn't have much back support.
Oh yeah, we're talking to back support over here. Looks like a kind of couch Nina would like. Armless, not much back support. Okay. Credits? Yeah.
Okay.
He sits there, he watches the ball roll around, and then eventually it gets thrown in his face. And then very dramatic music plays. One of the things that's really hard about any aspiration in life is you're trying to be excellent at it.
Yep.
And there's a lot of other people that are also trying and failing.
Yes.
And so you gain a reputation for being part of their community.
Yep.
I can't tell you how many times I've had something that I was really proud of that I actually feel confident is pretty good.
Yep.
That people refused to watch because they were afraid that it was one of these.
It was one of these, yeah.
So you just bring us all down. Yeah. But then there's the catch-22 of like, I'm sure people are thinking it now. They're like, well, I'm sure these people thought that their movies were all good. Next one's called Weep, 76 views, short experimental horror film shot in Oklahoma with a Canon 6D. My first real attempt at filmmaking. So this is going to be an early effort.
Okay, an early effort.
At least it's only 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I would have, my early efforts were 10 minutes.
10 minutes or a whole movie. Got a glider there.
How can you not?
I know. It's true. Field. Oh, look. The gliding in the field. Oh. It's got that glider. It's going to make good use of it.
This is all pretty good, actually.
Sure.
Don't talk, just listen. I'm sorry what I did to Compton. I couldn't help it. Don't know why I had to stab her. I am so upset about it. I keep getting drunk every time. I can't believe it's a big dream. I can't think of being locked up. If I get locked up, I'd kill myself. I'd rather kill myself than get locked up. I'll try not to kill anybody else.
Just a little more visual diversity during that would have been helpful.
Yeah.
Because it's matched with somewhat generic stuff, but...
Emergency. Please don't talk, just listen. I'm sorry I killed that girl. I stabbed her 40 times. Kimberly Compton was the first one over
God, get off that table.
It's okay, people are going to love it.
If somebody dies with a hook kid on, it's me. I killed both of them. I'll never make it to heaven. You find me, I just stabbed somebody with a knife stick.
This is getting a little over the top and stupid.
Yeah, well, I mean...
Yes, please, this is an emergency. Please send a squad to Pierce Butler Road.
The guy's just acting the same way the whole time.
X-ray company, machine shop.
I mean, the audio is really the only thing that's kind of compelling.
Right.
I mean, which I assume is like an actual...
What?
What's that?
It just stopped.
It just ended, yeah, suddenly.
I thought we were going to be treated to like an interesting look into the mind of somebody right after they murdered someone.
Yeah, I thought that too, based on the kind of call, which I think must have been like original audio lifted from somewhere, or was really good acting.
I guess.
I don't know. I was a little like compelled by it.
I was at first, but then I was like waiting for some modulation, like some kind of like mood shift. Trained actors, they take a script. Let's say they have a scene that they have to do. They segment it by what are called beats.
Yep.
And really what they're tracking is the emotional growth or shifting of the character.
Yeah.
Now I'm feeling this way.
Yeah.
By this beat, I'm feeling this way. Filmmakers can benefit by doing the same thing.
Yep.
Not just like, how are the characters feeling, but what's the audience feeling?
Yeah.
That was like going up to a piano and playing like one nice chord, and then just like keep playing that nice chord, and then it ends.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're like, I thought you were gonna play a song for some reason.
Yeah, you just play a chord.
Well, this is the final movie. This one's called Aperture.
Yep.
And it is in fact a thumbnail of a camera. Very meta.
Very meta.
Theoretically, Aperture will be used in the filming of the movie.
Yes. Yeah. Theoretically. Theoretically. No aperture. Zero.
The Aperture is a short film created for the Artist Horror Film Contest.
Okay. Let's check it out. Well, either a nice drone shot or some stock footage festival.
It doesn't feel horror.
Not at all.
It doesn't have to.
No.
You know, you can drop me into kind of a world that then becomes horror. That could be...
Sure. We're just kind of doing some filming.
Does it feel to you like a lot of these movies have been kind of like done by hobbyist photographers?
Yeah, a little bit. Like they wanted to like branch out.
Yeah. What?
I don't get it.
Bow, bow. It's pretty sweet music that really sets the mood. Bow, bow, bow.
It's like a video game character from before the time where you could have sounds of people talking. And
yeah, or like when they didn't think that voice acting was in any way important.
Yeah. I don't get it.
And now we're using like highly stylized, like After Effects-y. Like goofy music. Boom, bum, boom, bum, bum. This is comical.
It's not supposed to be.
No.
But it is. It's cringeworthy.
And yet not the most incompetent cinematography.
That's why it's upsetting me so.
Is it messing with your brain? Like, are you unable to like neatly categorize it? Why use that music sting? Why? That is so ridiculous. That's a trope, right? Like the guy's just staring at you.
Yeah.
Blankly. I think maybe because like when you're in bed at night and like all the lights are out, it feels like somebody's staring at you sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's meant to maybe evoke that.
I've been lost for the past like 45 seconds here. Just like horn, like fanfare. And
at first we were After Effects photographing.
And then suddenly we weren't.
To like hip hop music and then This is really a great movie.
I'm horrified.
Here's the thing about this one. This one ain't easy to make.
Oh, it's a lot of work. Like all these shots are complicated.
Yeah.
They're set up and like and all these different like ideas. Each shot is actually lit.
Yeah. Like there were very few shots in that where it's like, oh, you just lazied out.
Yeah. That one bewilders me.
Let's say, for the sake of argument, there's somebody out there.
Yeah.
They're going, well, crap, I was thinking about making a movie just like one of those, and these guys are saying don't do it.
Try to think of an idea that's a little bit original, first of all.
Establish a strong story idea in the first several seconds.
Yes.
Make your camera motion motivated. Don't just shoot in apartments. More than anything, have a really good ending. There was a documentary about the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yep.
And Nolan was saying something really interesting. In action sequences, you can be kind of fanciful and stylistic and artistic and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
And people will buy into the reality as long as the punchline at the end of the action sequence is something that's practical and completely based in reality.
My sort of rule of thumb was we could do a fanciful visual effects sequence if the last shot was real. If those things clearly have a sort of grittiness to them, it buys you a lot before that.
An ending, it really will summarize.
Oh yeah, and it'll improve or destroy the audience's impression of the film.
Yeah. Happy Halloween. Make better short movies.
Make better short movies, internet, and we'll see maybe some next time.
Yeah, we want to watch them.
Yeah, we do.